The moment I left my body, I understood something powerful: none of us are really in control. I saw patterns, a system, a design behind every little moment. My name is Danielle Rivers, and on January 7, 2025, I died for 11 minutes after a rare allergic reaction during a massage. What I saw during those 11 minutes changed everything. Jesus met me there. He didn't just show me the afterlife, he showed me how every part of our lives is carefully guided. What he told me about control changed me forever. That day, I had simply booked a massage to relax after the holidays. I felt fine, healthy and normal. But the spa was using a new essential oil blend. The therapist rubbed it on my shoulders, and within minutes, something felt wrong. My chest tightened. My breathing got shallow. My lips started to tingle. Then, darkness. But this wasn't like closing your eyes. It was something sacred. A beginning. I remember slumping forward. The therapist called out, "Danielle, are you okay?" Her voice sounded strange, slow and stretchy. Then I felt myself fall, but I didn't feel any pain. I had left my body, like fog slipping out of a bottle. At first, I didn't even realize I had died. I thought maybe I passed out. But then I saw myself lying on the table, pale, eyes half open. The therapist was panicking, and someone rushed in yelling, "Call 911." But I wasn't scared. I felt calm. I had simply stepped out of my skin. Then, the air around me shimmered, like heat rising from the road. The walls faded into light. I wasn't going up, I was going inward, through something ancient and alive. I felt pulled by something deeper than gravity. It wasn't physical. It was spiritual. I knew I was going somewhere important. I looked down and saw my body, but I wasn't sad. It felt like I had parked it for the last time. The EMTs started CPR. I remember thinking, they're trying so hard, but I'm already gone. I was pulled into a river of energy. It wasn't water, it was memory, emotion, and spirit. Then, something amazing happened. I could hear thoughts, not just mine, but others too. I heard my husband praying at work. I felt my daughter's worry at school, even though she didn't know why. I even felt the prayer of a stranger on a bus whispering, "Lord, help whoever needs you right now." I was part of it all, connected to everything. Then, the light came. Not like a beam, but alive. A light that knew me. It didn't speak, it called me. I said yes, and it pulled me in like a wave. I didn't see clouds or golden gates. I entered a place beyond thought, beyond feeling. I didn't just feel peace, I became peace. I didn't just feel love, I was love. And I wasn't alone. Beings of light surrounded me, not humans, not angels, but pure joy. One of them turned to me and said, "Without words, you've come early, but there is purpose in your visit." Then I saw him, Jesus. He didn't walk in. He simply was there, like tuning into a perfect frequency. I knew in that moment, this was the real world. Everything else before was just a shadow. He looked at me with such love, I couldn't stand. But he lifted me. And then he spoke, "Let me show you how your life has been guided." I didn't travel through a tunnel. I was pulled through a living symphony. Currents of music, light and emotion carried me. I felt deep sorrow, then joy. I wasn't moving through space, I was moving through frequencies. I felt others moving beside me, other souls, in their own journeys. It wasn't scary. It was beautiful. Like we were all being carried toward our next purpose. At one point, I passed through a layer of pure peace. The sound there, it wasn't music or singing. It was truth, wrapped in love. I thought, this place loves me. I realized the tunnel wasn't taking me somewhere, it was preparing me. Each layer removed fear, shame, doubt. Not painfully, but gently, like taking off heavy clothes I didn't know I was wearing. At the end of this tunnel, there was a veil. It glowed softly, as if it was waiting for me. I knew I couldn't bring anything false through it. Not fear. Not lies. Not the masks I wore in life. But I wasn't afraid. The veil wasn't a punishment. It was a filter. It responded not to perfection, but to truth. When I was honest, it welcomed me. And I passed through. On the other side, everything changed. Time didn't exist. Light came from everywhere. The ground, the air, everything was full of love. And then, I felt him again. Jesus. He didn't float down from the sky. He didn't need to. He just was. A being made of pure love, and yet fully himself. I knew instantly it was him. My spirit wept, not from fear, but from being fully seen. Fully known. Jesus didn't speak with words. His thoughts poured into me like water into a cup. The first thing he told me was, "You never had to try so hard to be loved." And that broke something in me. In that moment, I was surrounded by the deepest truth. He showed me how every thought I had ever had still existed. My fears. My questions. My regrets. But he didn't judge me, he walked with me through each one. He showed me that thoughts aren't just thoughts, they are energy. They carry weight. Negative thoughts create shadows. Forgiveness brings light. He said, "What you think, you become. What you believe, you build." And in that place, it all made sense. My mind didn't stop when I died. It expanded. I saw how my old beliefs had trapped me, how I thought I wasn't good enough. Then Jesus placed his hand on me and said, "Those were never yours to carry." And I finally understood, true freedom begins with love, and love was with me the whole time. And just like that, they were gone. I understood this place wasn't earth. It was a realm where souls go to remember who they are, who they've always been, and who they're meant to become. Then Jesus guided me to a space. It wasn't a room but a huge open area filled with intelligent light. Floating around us were millions of glowing books, some bright, some dim, some pulsing like a heartbeat. "This is where life plans are kept," Jesus said. Each book was a soul's blueprint. Not a strict set of rules, but a map. And maps have many paths. You can't walk them all, but you're gently guided to the ones that help your soul grow. He handed me a book. I knew instantly, it was mine. When I opened it, scenes from my life appeared in glowing light around us. My birth, my first heartbreak, even little acts of kindness I had forgotten, they were all there. Then he showed me moments I hadn't lived yet. Not in detail, but in energy. Choices I could still make. Roads I might still take. Then Jesus said words I'll never forget. Free will is real, but so is destiny. He told me I chose this journey with him before I was born. That's when it all made sense. Life isn't a punishment, it's a partnership. We didn't come to earth to be perfect. We came to remember our light. To create, to love, even through darkness and chaos. I wasn't scared. I was in awe. My life wasn't random. It was sacred. Then I met a being made of golden threads of light. Not God, but of God. The architect. The one who helped design soul paths. He didn't speak with words. We just understood each other. He showed me something amazing, my pre-life agreements. You chose more than you remember, he said. Suddenly, I saw a huge spiraling map, filled with events I thought were random. A car crash I survived at 17. A college I never applied for but still got into. A miscarriage I never understood. All of them were planned. You and your spiritual team chose these, he said. Earth isn't punishment, it's permission. Permission to learn. To fall. To rise. I felt overwhelmed. So what about pain? I asked. He showed me something that made my soul cry. The pain had ripple effects, turning into strength, compassion, and deep wisdom. Every heartbreak grew a branch. Every failure grew a root. The deeper the roots, the higher the bloom. Then I felt him arrive. The energy changed. The space was full of pure love and knowing. Jesus was there. He wasn't just light or a man. He was everything at once: peace, justice, eternity, truth. He looked at me, and it felt like he saw all of me. "Isabella," he said. But it wasn't just a name. It was like being fully known. My entire life replayed in that one word. My pain, joy, shame, and dreams. He didn't judge me. He understood me completely. "You are exactly where I needed you to be," he said. I cried. "I didn't do enough," I whispered. "I wasted so much time." Jesus smiled, not in pity, but in kindness. "You're measuring your life with the wrong scale." Then he showed me little moments I had forgotten, smiling at strangers, choosing peace, forgiving in silence. They had changed things in the unseen world. I had done more than I realized. Jesus embraced me, not physically, but with energy. I knew then, this wasn't a dream. It was real. He showed me more. Moments I thought were mistakes. A missed flight. A friendship that ended. A failed business. Each had a reason. Each protected me or led me to something greater. "Nothing is random," Jesus said. "But everything depends on your response." He explained, "We're not robots. We're co-authors. We have freedom inside a framework. When we get lost, he sends reminders, dreams, signs, even heartbreak." I asked about people who suffer deeply. Are they being punished? He became serious. No. Some souls come to break cycles. To carry light into darkness. Earth is the hardest realm, and the most rewarding. Then he showed me my life again. I saw the times I didn't listen. When fear led me. Yet even then, he gently rerouted me. No one falls too far for Jesus to help. Then he showed me something huge. I was suddenly above Earth, seeing it in spirit. A giant energy grid surrounded the planet. It was alive and glowing. "This is the grid of consciousness," Jesus said. "It connects everyone and everything, thoughts, choices, people." Each person had a thread. Some were bright. Some were dim or tangled. The difference? Awareness. Many are stuck in patterns, repeating pain without knowing why. Some parts of the grid were dark, heavy energy, like disease. "These are systems of manipulation," Jesus said. Addiction. Fear. Greed. Hatred. They feed on spiritual blindness. He showed me how media, technology, and society program people into sadness. "Free will exists," Jesus said, "but many live as if hypnotized." Then he showed me something unforgettable. The power of one awakened soul. When one person chooses love, truth, and awareness, they shine like a flare in the grid. Their light clears the fog. Not just for themselves, but for everyone around them. "The light doesn't just free you," he said. "It breaks the illusion for others too." That's when I realized. We're not just living lives. We're in a spiritual war for awareness. Then he showed me something like a gallery. It held every human thought that ever existed. Each thought flowed like glowing threads, some golden, some dark. Every thought creates structure, Jesus said. Thought is not just private. It builds reality in the spiritual world. The moment I left my body, I realized something big: none of us are really in control. I saw patterns, systems, and design behind everything. Even coincidences. My name is Isabella James. And on January 7, 2025, I died for 8 minutes after a rare allergic reaction during a massage. What I saw during those 8 minutes changed everything. Jesus met me there. He didn't just show me the afterlife, he showed me how every part of our lives is more guided than we realize. That day, I had no idea what was coming. I booked a massage to relax after the holidays. I wasn't sick or weak. But the spa used a new essential oil blend, and I was severely allergic. As the therapist rubbed it on my shoulders, I started feeling strange. My chest tightened. My breathing got shallow. My lips tingled. Then came the darkness. But it wasn't normal darkness. It was holy. It was the beginning of something. I remember slumping forward. The therapist called my name, Isabella, are you okay? Her voice stretched like it was underwater. Then I fell, but I felt no pain. It was like fog leaving a bottle. My spirit just slipped out. At first, I didn't even know I had died. I thought I passed out. But then I saw myself lying on the massage table. My body was pale. My eyes half open. People were rushing in, calling 911. Still, I wasn't scared. I felt peaceful, weightless. Like I'd taken off a heavy coat I didn't know I was wearing. Then the room